Hi everyone, my name is Shannon from the Macedon Public Library, and today I am going to be highlighting a craft from Creative Bug. So it is hand-sewn farm animal felt puppets, and they are super adorable. And this craft tutorial will teach you how to make 5 different farm animal finger puppets. You can make a dog, a cat, a pig, a chick, or a bunny, and they are lots of fun. So this craft tutorial, it's easy to follow, and I thought it was thorough, and it really sets you up for successfully making this craft. And so we're going to watch a few clips from the tutorial to just give you an idea of what this craft is about and hopefully inspire you to make your own finger puppets for yourself. And you might be wondering, what am I going to do with these finger puppets? Well, if you have some little ones of your own, or if you have some friends or family that have little ones, this could be a great craft for you to make or to gift to someone. And puppets can be a great, they can provide a lot of benefits. And they can be a wonderful addition to reading stories or singing or inspiring some imaginative play. Little ones can really connect with puppets and engage them and just keep their attention. And it can also help with speaking or listening skills. And if they're using the puppets themselves, it can help with fine or gross motor skills, depending on the size of your puppets. And they're just a lot of fun, and they could be a great addition and a great craft for you to try. So we are going to go ahead and watch some clips of this craft. So I'm going to share my screen. If you'll wait just a moment. All right, so we are on Creative Bug, and you can see at the top here, we're doing the hand sew farm animal finger puppets. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can see that there is all the chapters. So you can scroll through the chapters. There's the overview, the materials, which we're going to watch together, and then it'll go through each step of how to make these puppets. First, stitching on the facial features, attaching them together, and it'll go through each of the animals. And so this was a great activity. And you also have a template. So you don't have to do this by scratch. There's this download the PDF, and I actually already have it up. And it'll bring you to this page. I'll play your materials, and here is the templates for each of the finger puppets. You can print this page out and cut them, and then you can use them to cut out the felt. So we'll go back and we will watch the materials portion together. And there isn't any sound, but I will be talking and I'll let you know what's going on. So that's the downloadable template. They use tracing paper, but I actually skipped that myself and I thought that was okay. And so there's the embroidery floss that you can use. You just need a needle. And then you need some scissors. One thing I thought was helpful was using some snips. And those I actually did not have, but they have a nice sharp tip that helps you puncture the felt. So if you have those, I would definitely recommend using them. It makes it easier, but I made do without them. And then we're going to need some felt. This is a great craft to use the scraps felt that you have collected. And so she uses different colors for each of the animals. Besides the chick and the bunny, which I did use 2 colors, the other 3, I just used 1 color for the front and the back, just to simplify things and make it a little bit easier. So you can decide what colors you like. If you want to make some whimsical puppets and do completely different colors, that's fine too. So yeah, it's great for using scraps. Yeah, she uses wool felt as well, and I just used regular like synthetic wool, so you can use any kind. Yeah, So that's the materials that you're going to need. It doesn't take very many, mostly just your felt and your thread and a needle. And so next, we are actually going to watch the stitching on of the facial features next. And we are going to start at 310. And we'll watch through this one, and you can get an idea of the process of making these puppets. So you're going to use your template, and you're going to cut out your wool pieces, your felt pieces. And then once you have those cut out, then we're going to stitch on the features. So for the first portion, she used 2 strands of the embroidery floss. You can just separate 2 strands from that 6-strand piece of string, the embroidery floss. And she tied a knot at the end. And she starts with the little pig. And she puts the nose on first, just to get an orientation of where all the features are going to go. And so that makes it a little bit easier. And you have a nice close-up of the video of what she's doing, so you can see how the stitches are done. And it's not too fast where you can't see what she's doing. So I thought this did a great job of explaining each of the steps and the stitches that you need and explaining how to do them. She's finishing up the nose. And next she's going to do the eyes. You can choose where to put your eyes, and as you put your features on, it kind of brings your puppet to life, and it's really fun to see the expressions that you can put on them, and you can just kind of see them come to life as you put these features onto your puppets. And so this is the most time-consuming portion of this activity, but it's also a lot of fun, and it's relaxing, and again, it's just fun to create these little characters. And hand sewing takes some practice, and so one thing that I found was it was hard to make things look exactly alike on each side. So you're trying to mirror things. So if you're doing 2 different eyes, making them exactly the same, and that can be a little bit difficult. And I think one thing that I realized was just being okay with them just slightly different, and just knowing that it'll give it some more character and personality. But you can always keep trying until you get something that you're happy with, which is something that's cool with hand sewing. You can always take it out and try again. Yeah, she's talking about here trying to match the 2 eyes, and how you're looking at your first eye that you made now to make your second eye so that they match, instead of looking at your template. So she makes a little box, and then she fills it in on the inside. Right, she's just finishing up the eye, and again, she used 2-ply thread for the eyes and the snout. Now, when she moves on to the rest of the features, she's going to be using 1-ply thread. And she does a great job of showing you how to tie things off and add more thread. So a lot of the questions that I had were answered throughout the video. That was really great. She's gonna put on the little ears, and then the hands as well. That's the next portion that she's going to be putting on. And again, she does a great job explaining how to do this. And having this be a recorded video that you can start and stop and rewind anytime you need to is really convenient. And so I would watch a portion of the video, I would stop it, and then I would try it myself. And if I was confused or I forgot how to do something, I could rewind it a little bit, watch that portion. And that was really helpful for figuring out how to do this. But I would really say this was a beginner-friendly project, and I didn't have any major things that I found that were really difficult. So that was really nice. So it went smoothly for me, and the directions were sufficient for me to complete this project. Shows you how to start. Yeah, so she's explaining how to start this, how to make a knot so that it doesn't come out. So she's using a running stitch for this portion. So she tells you that why she likes to use that stitch, and you can see how she does it. So even if you're not familiar with the stitch, you can still learn how to do it right in this video. So she finished that first ear, and she's going to tie off and then move on to the next ear. She likes to make a couple knots so to make sure that it's secure. She's going to finish this one ear. All right, so she finished with the second ear, and now we're going to move on to the little hands, little hooves. So we'll go through and we'll watch her make one of those to just give you an idea of how she does. And she's using that running stitch for this one. So you can see exactly where she's putting her needling. Nice clear picture. Connect all of those threads together. You can see the shape of a little hook to come together. And so just looking at these already done, it looks more complicated to make this, but as you watch the video, you can see she really breaks things down and makes it easy to follow. Yeah, she has now finished that hoop, and she's gonna go on to do the next hoop, and then they will be done. And so after you put on all the features of your animal, then you use the blanket stitch to stitch the two pieces of felt together. So you have a front and a back, and she uses the blanket stitch around the perimeter. There we go. So here we go. I'm going to stop sharing for just a minute. So yeah, so she uses the blanket stitch to go all the way around once you're done with all of your features. And then once you finish the blanket stitch, then your puppet is complete. So I hope that gave you a good idea of how to do this craft and to just kind of explain a little bit about it. And then I will show you a minute just how to access Creative Bug. So I will share my screen once more, and then I will show you how to get to this. There we go. And so if you go to the library's website, so if we go to macedonpubliclibrary.org, which is right up here at the top, and then you scroll down a little bit, in the second column, you can see Creative Bug. And so if you click on this link, it will bring you right to the Creative Bug website, where you can log in with your library card, and then you can access Creative Bug, which you will find the farm animal felt finger puppets and access to a whole bunch of different activities as well. So that's how you access Creative Bug. I hope you guys enjoyed this little activity, and I hope I have inspired you to give this a try yourself. It's super fun and they turned out fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you later. Bye.